welcome back. The Homestead Act of 1862 brought about significant and enduring changes to the United States. And nobody knows those changes better than Dean Thornburg. Dean's tribute to the enduring legacy of America's hardy homesteaders is the focus of this edition of Lance's Journal. Hi, Lance.
Thank you, sir. Dean Thornburg is very proud to say that the land in Gage County that his great-granddad acquired through the Homestead Act way back in 1867 is still in the family. And it's only right that Dean lives in Northeast Beatrice, right down the road from the Homestead National Monument of America. Approximately over the past 4 decades, Dean created some mobile monuments to honor the homesteaders.
I admired the people, our forefathers, and the history, the people that migrated west in the Conestogas.
In 1972, Dean decided to travel back in time. He got some blueprints and built this Conestoga wagon from scratch. Whoosh!
They had a lot of grit. Because I admired these people, I built the Conestoga.
And Dean got the feeling early on that any trips he'd take in the Conestoga would definitely be of the solo variety.
As I was working one day, my wife came out and walked around the Conestoga and said, "If you're planning on taking a trip in this, you count me out because the rest stops are too far apart."
No covered wagon trips, and thus Dean's been married to Elinda for 58 years.
I am very proud of Dean for doing all this. He has spent hours and hours and hours.
In addition to the covered wagon, Dean also built this dray wagon from scratch.
Dray meaning freight. They moved freight.
As a handy farmer, Dean used his machinery skills to restore tin vehicles, and one of his favorites is this Newton wagon.
And I used to ride in this wagon when I was a little guy.
Dean loved sitting beside his dad as he looked down on a hard-working team of grays.
And that was what was called horsepower.
Dean restored this spring wagon.
This was the pickup. We're looking at a Moline buggy. This buggy has been used in many parades. This is a Veely buggy. And this is your very special buggy. I don't know whether Cadillac or Lincoln or whatever.
Dean has even been known to impersonate Santa Claus in his restored sleigh.
Well, I have the stomach for it.
At 84 years of age, this Beatrice High School class of 1947 graduate is proud of all the hard work he put in to create this collection.
You feel like you've accomplished something when you look back and you can see what you've done. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing this.
And as you might imagine, Dean and his collection have been a very popular attraction in parades around Beatrice over the past 25 years. His wife says he always says the next year is the last year. But of course, someone asked to ride in the covered wagon, and Dean's antique vehicles steal the show once again. They really are something else. Takes you a trip back in time when you see Dean's farm.
We've got it way too easy today with our heated seats and all that, boy. A lot of new respect when you see that.
That's horsepower.
Yeah, sure. You are right about that. Lance, thanks. We'll update your forecast next. Stick around.